Hello everyone! Today we're making fettuccine Alfredo or Filipino style carbonara. So usually carbonara uses eggs as its sauce. That's the original Italian version. But the Filipino version uses milk. So it's actually more closer to Alfredo. Okay, so first we prepare our parsley. Make sure to chiffonade them well. Make it into very small pieces for easier garnish and use a paper towel to dry it off. We need to remove all of the moisture so that it's easily sprinkled on top of your dish. Next, we prepare the pasta according to the package instructions. So your dried pasta has to be boiled in water, but here we use heavily salted water. The water has to be as salty as the sea, so once your noodles are in, make sure to stir occasionally. Next, on a small saucepan, we need to create chicken broth, so add water and the chicken cube. Okay, next we prepare a tray with paper towels because we're going to fry our bacon into bacon bits or bacon crisps in a lightly oiled pan, very lightly oiled. We're going to add in our raw bacon and allow it to render until it is crispy. So when we say that we are rendering bacon or we're rendering any meat, it means that we put it in low to medium fire until the fat is removed from the meat and it gets fried in its own fat. We will do this in batches. Make sure not to overcrowd the meat and flip the bacon as you fry it so that it does not get burnt. Most of the bacon that we can buy here in the Philippines are already cured and has sugar, so it can burn easily. So these burnt pieces, remove it before you make your next batch. Okay, so we are isolating some of the bacon grease because that is very flavorful and aromatic. We're going to use that as part of our sauce. Okay, now once the noodles or your fettuccine noodles are already ready and al dente, we can remove them into a colander, drain them and wash it with cold water. Do not put butter or oil onto your noodles because once you do that, yes, your noodles will not stick together, but your sauce will also not stick to your noodles. So just wash them in cold water to stop the cooking process and set it aside. Okay, on our pan we have our bacon grease and cold start it with our aromatics such as your white onion and garlic. Saute it well until very fragrant. And now we add in our chicken. So our chicken is cut into very small cubes so that it's bite-sized and easy to eat and mix into your sauce. Season that with salt and pepper and cook thoroughly. It has to be well seared on the outside so that it doesn't have that metallic fishy taste. So sauteing is the key to remove that fishiness of the chicken. Once your chicken is well seared on the outside, you can now add in your mushrooms. Saute that well. Season again with salt and pepper, then set that aside. Okay, we're now going to make the sauce. And to make the sauce, we add in our butter and our flour. This process is called making a roux. Okay, so we mix the butter and flour together onto the heat, low heat. Because we want a very white milky sauce, we're only going to cook the flour in the butter for about 2 minutes and make a blonde roux. And then in order to create that milky sauce or like a bechamel sauce, we're adding the evaporated milk onto your roux. Once the milk has been well incorporated, we now add your broth a little at a time. Your broth has to be hot and boiling so that it does not clump up your sauce. Add your sauce into that bechamel mixture. Add in all of your broth, and then you will have your milky, creamy sauce. Once you have that, you may notice that it's not as thick as it keeps on boiling and extracting the roux or the stickiness from the roux. Your sauce will continue to thicken. Anyway, we're still going to add cream afterwards. Now season again with salt and pepper to taste. Add in your chicken and your mushrooms, and then add in your all-purpose cream to thicken and make it even more creamier. Once that is done, do not boil your sauce once your cream is in. Just allow it to simmer a little bit, and once that's done, your taste is good for you. Add in your noodles. Mix it thoroughly. It is supposed to look like this, very, very saucy, because the pasta tends to absorb some of the noodles, and you don't want noodles that are quite dry. Okay, set your machine, your weighing scale. Put your container and press tare so that it subtracts, the weight of the container subtracts from the total weight, and you can start packaging your noodles for your merenda sale activity. But if you're doing this for a home meal, no need to put it in a packaging, just put it in a serving plate and serve. Okay, once you're going to serve it, top it with processed cheese. This is very a Filipino type of topping. Add Parmesan cheese, add your parsley, and add your bacon bits on top. Be generous with your bacon bits. These are toppings. The others are just garnish. Okay, so we garnish with a little bit of that parsley, but the toppings are the cheese and the bacon. Okay, and I look forward to all your dishes. Thank you. Bye.